Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be doing my monthly favorites, and I know I'm a little late, but I kind of felt like I had to be because last month I was a little late and I just felt like it was too soon. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is this Cheek to Chic Pillow Talk blush. I don't recall if I featured this one or the other one in my favorites for last month, but I really love her blushes. I find that they wear really well. They're super smooth. They're pigmented enough. They're not like really heavy or powdery or not smooth. Like, she did a beautiful job with the formula. The other thing I want to mention is my NARS Laguna bronzer, and I showed you guys that I made a pretty dent in it. That dent keeps growing, and it is heavily loved, along with this Becca brush. You guys know that this is the brush that I use to apply my bronzer, my contour, to erase this double chin. I've also really been loving this Makeup Forever highlighter, and this is it's the Pro Fusion highlighter, and it's in the shade 2. I remember when I first started working at Sephora, look at this, so beautiful. They had come out with their duos where you could get the highlighter and bronzer, and it was the first highlighter that I purchased from Sephora that I absolutely loved. It's just such a beautiful gel-like powder consistency. Like, it's just amazing. And then it's one of those products that it just blends into your skin and just kind of disappears, so it really looks like very natural, almost like this. This is the Chanel highlighter that I own, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorites. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. I also want to mention my It Cosmetics, what is this called? Bye Bye Pores powder. So I hadn't featured this before because I wasn't sure how I felt, but my friend Jess gave it to me, and she swears by it. She loves it, and I told her, I'm like, every time I put it on my skin, wherever I apply it, it just gets a little dark, so you'll see the little dark patch and then everything else looks normal. And then she suggested to powder my face first and then use this where I need it. It worked. It's amazing. So I'll go ahead, powder my face, and then just apply it to like this area here. Absolutely stunning. I love it. It really does blur, and I like how lightweight it is and how finely milled it is. But with that being said, every time you tap into it, and you eat it. I have been using the Tatcha Luminous Deep Hydration Firming Serum. I have a little deluxe sample of it. I have been enjoying this so much. I've been super dry lately. I'll cleanse my face, I'll use this, and then I'll go in with my other skincare stuff. But I do find that this gives me just the additional amount of hydration that I need. It's not heavy, it dries quickly, and my skin looks and feels good. Another skin item is this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Mist. I absolutely love this stuff. I'm just about out of it. It smells like oranges or citrus, so if you're not a fan of that scent, then you're not going to like this. But I have been really enjoying this to set my makeup, and also on days where I feel really dry, I'll go in with this after my skincare, let it dry, and then apply my thick layer of cake. We're actually getting ready to go on a little mini family vacation, and I packed a few items. I just pulled them out. I want to talk about the Babyliss Pro Prima 3000 hair straightener. It locks, you do this, it heats up really fast. It has different settings. You have like a low, medium, and a high, and each setting changes the color of the light. I really love this because it's one of those tools that serves multi-purposes, right? You can straighten your hair with this, but if you guys can see, there are these metal plates here that the plates round out to the edges so that you can curl your hair with it. And it's so easy because I've never been someone that can curl their hair with a flat iron, but this thing is so easy, and you get these really pretty curls or even waves. So now when I travel, I don't need to take a curling iron and a straightener. I can just take one. And if you guys are wondering, I bought it at Walmart and I think it's like $130. It is a little pricey, but I'm telling you guys, it's so good. It heats up really fast and you'll get like really smooth, pretty and shiny hair, and it doesn't tug at your hair. So it is a really great iron. I'm gonna just talk about a blush palette because I have 3 foundation items, and we're just gonna talk about the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2. This is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. I thought I'd be able to use this shade to like bronze or contour. As you guys can see, it's pretty deep, but it's actually this really pretty like apricot shade on my face. And I've been using that a lot. I've also been using Tau, which is this one, Lena, which is that, and then this. So these shades here have been my go-to. I find like that's gonna be probably a little too light for me. And then B, which is the darkest shade in this palette. These kinds of shades tend to look muddy on me, so I stay away from them. But I love this, and I love the fact that it's just a quick palette and you have options and that you can mix and match, or that you don't have to carry like a ton of loose product because you have everything you need in one palette. Guys, I have to mention it. I know you're over it, but Juno & Co sponge. I think this is going to be in every single video because I am still using these, still going strong. It's what I used today with my makeup. They did just come out with mini ones and I ordered them because I love them so much. I love this sponge. You guys have to try it. It's $6. If you guys are interested, I have a link in the information bar. I do get $5 off a purchase every time I refer a friend. You're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend. And it is a really, really amazing sponge. I absolutely love it. I haven't touched any of my other sponges since I got these. Let's talk a lip oil. I have been using the Candy Drop by MAC Cosmetics. I don't know if you guys can still get these, but as you guys can see, I am just about halfway done. This stuff is just perfect because it stains my lip, it hydrates them, and even after it wears off, you still have that really pretty stain. So it's just quick and easy, and I love that kind of lip. A fragrance I have is a Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and she's been getting some love. Let's actually put some on. It smells so good. It just smells really like earthy and clean. I don't ever use more than one pump because otherwise it gets to be a little too intense, but it is such a good fragrance. If you're someone that likes like earthy, clean scents, you're really gonna enjoy that. And again, it wears really well. Someone recently told me that if you can't smell your perfume after you've applied it, like you know how you get that quick scent like that, and then after a while you just don't smell it anymore, that means that it works really well with your body chemistry, and that's what happens with this. So it just smells so good and it's really light. A concealer that I've been loving is a Bright Future by Sephora Collection, and the shade that I have is Ochre Eclair. This concealer, it's so good. It reminds me a lot of the Makeup Forever concealer, which that one I did end up packing with me because it hydrates, it blurs your under eyes, and it sets. So it works well with any kind of foundation. This one does the same thing. The only difference is that I find that the Makeup Forever has just a little bit more coverage, but honestly, I would say that they're dupes, and this one's way cheaper. So I think you guys should definitely check it out. They've improved their wand, which is something I didn't like before, but it's so good and I absolutely love this. I've got 3 foundations, well, I guess 2 foundations and a tinted moisturizer. Let's talk Dior. This is the Dior Forever Undercover Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. And as you guys can see, it's going. The shade I wear is 031. This foundation I started to use again and it just looks so beautiful. I love the color. I do find that the shades on the new formula are just a little bit different. This definitely has more of like a golden undertone, so I really like the way it just looks on my skin, whereas the other one's a little bit more olive. But this stuff wears so well. It just makes your skin look really velvety, perfect. It's lightweight on the skin, and it wears so well on me. I absolutely love this foundation, and I'm not in a rush to replace it. I will replace it at some point, but I'm not, because my goal is to go through as many of my foundations as I possibly can, because I do have quite a large collection. So I figured I'd go through as many as I can and then see who I missed most. Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. Guys, this one is down to here. I have been using this so much. It's been literally a mix of these two. If I'm not wearing this, I'm wearing this. If I'm not wearing this, I'm wearing this. This one, at first, I felt like I wasn't getting like true medium coverage. I felt like it was like a light medium coverage, and I started to use it with my Juno and Cove sponge, and I definitely noticed a difference. It just applied better. It gave me really full coverage. It wore well, and it just looks really natural and luminous on the skin. So this has been one that I'm loving, and the shade that I wear in this one is 3W1 Dusk. And if you guys are curious about other foundation matches, you can also find those in the information bar. I try to update them every time I try something new. So the last item I'm going to mention is one that I pulled from my bag because it's going with me. This is the Unisex Healthy Glow All Year Hydrating Summer Tint Moisturizer by Charlotte Tilbury. This is just in one shade, and it's one of those products that just starts off looking like a moisturizer, and then once you start to blend it, there are these pigment beads that just kind of disperse and deposit the color onto your complexion, deposit the color onto your skin. I have this on today, and I really love this stuff. So I use this, and then I'll go in with my concealer. Today I have on the Sephora Collection concealer. So I go in with this. I'll do my concealer under my eyes, a little bit around my mouth. Really, I do my chin and then blend up. And that's it. I threw on a little bit of powder and then the rest of my makeup, but I really love this product. I think that it's one of those products that evens out your complexion. It just looks really natural and dewy, and it wears really well on me. So on a day where you don't really want to wear a ton of makeup or you want your skin to look more natural, this is a really beautiful product to wear. I will say that if you are darker than me, this shade may not work, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to take a little bit on my hand. That's what it looks like, and as you guys can see, there's a little bit of the pigment right at the top. So the shade is just like peachy, like a tan shade, and I'm okay with it being a little bit deeper, but I feel like if your skin tone is deeper than mine, you may not like this product because of the color. It may be a little too light for you or make your skin look ashy, so I would just keep that in mind. It's supposed to be universal, but no. She should come out with another shade that caters to a deeper skin tone, because I do think that it is a great product, and it's a unisex product. So if you're a man and you're wanting something just to even out your complexion or just to make you look luminous, check this out. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.